A decade ago, IT was a lot simpler. The needs were much more predictable. Manual processes were sufficient to handle most challenges. Backup and recovery, one of the oldest core IT functions, was accordingly simple and static. Maintenance modes, downtimes, and a week-long recovery were normal, non-threatening practices. Backup was typically based on nightly schedules, and tape was used to store multiple point-in-time copies of data. Disaster recovery requirements for important transactional data were managed by physically sending tapes to secure vaults in a different physical facility. In the last 10 years, IT organizations experienced a rapid evolution, transforming dramatically. This transformation has been largely driven by a few major trends. New and dynamic applications within data centers are driving data growth exponentially. While this is exciting, it makes traditional backup and recovery approaches ineffective. An increasingly mobile workforce is creating and consuming business data through an array of mobile devices. The result is a sea of data, a high tide at the edge of IT infrastructure, often in remote locations. We're seeing an increased adoption of cloud and virtualization, creating unintended new data silos and additional management complexity. 24/7 operations have completely obsoleted the concept of backup windows and scheduled maintenance downtimes. These trends have transformed both IT and business organizations into much more complex, diverse, and dynamic entities. IT departments are under tremendous pressure to be more agile and meet rapidly evolving business requirements, doing more with smaller budgets and fewer personnel. Yesterday's static, set-it-and-forget-it backup and recovery approach no longer fits today's new style of IT. To support today's always-on, always-available enterprise, you don't need backup, you need business resiliency. That's why we're taking a new, fresh, and unique approach to data protection, HP Adaptive Backup and Recovery. The adaptive backup and recovery approach goes beyond traditional backup and recovery requirements to deliver business resiliency, scale, and resource efficiency, critical to meet today's dynamic data center and business requirements. It leverages application and data intimacy and real-time operational analytics to decide when, where, and how data should be protected and be available. At the heart of adaptive backup and recovery is an intelligent analytics engine which adapts and adjusts backup priorities to dynamically changing data, applications, and business requirements. Adaptive backup and recovery delivers diversity and scale, adaptive intelligence, and business resiliency to address the needs of today's diverse, dynamic, and always-on data center. The ABR approach offers flexible deployment options to optimize backup and recovery for data stored in various different repositories within physical, virtual, and cloud environments. With adaptive intelligence, customers can look ahead and act like a backup and recovery GPS, helping IT professionals avoid upcoming roadblocks so they can navigate to a successful service level objective. Leveraging operational analytics, IT can determine the right frequency of protection and for how long data should be protected and retained. Finally, adaptive backup and recovery delivers business resiliency by natively integrating with application and infrastructure, providing the most optimized zero-impact backup and instant restore service in mission-critical environments. Let's consider the legacy, set-it-and-forget-it, tape-based backup approach. The customer environment includes a primary data center, a replica data center, and a large number of remote offices. Data in remote offices is backed up on tapes and sent to primary data centers for off-site backup to protect against site failures. Within the data center, the application backup is performed in non-integrated fashion, so multiple copies of the same data are backed up, leading to the inefficient use of storage and higher storage cost. Additionally, backup policies have to be manually adjusted when the application environment changes. Without centralized management or single pane of glass, IT staff has no visibility into the backup environment. And lastly, the disaster recovery is labor-intensive, slow, and expensive, lowering productivity as they are unable to work on strategic high-priority projects. HP Adaptive Backup and Recovery transforms data backup from a commoditized technology into a centrally managed, highly automated, and high-performing backup environment. This greatly improves business continuity and resiliency, increased resource and infrastructure efficiencies, and lower storage costs. With HP Data Protector software, IT staff at the primary data center can control and manage backup and recovery for all the remote sites, eliminating the need of sending backup experts at these locations. With HP's Store Once federated deduplication, data is efficiently transferred over low bandwidth from remote sites to the primary data center. HP Data Protector has built-in intelligence to optimize backup for dynamic application environments. It adjusts the backup policies automatically when changes occur to the application environment. This enables organizations to dynamically tune and configure their backup and storage infrastructure, resources, and policies according to their usage patterns and business priorities. It's time to rethink data protection in the modern data center with adaptive backup and recovery.